So I'm here at 93 Feet East. We're sat on the stage where Tatiana Moroz has just sang. Tatiana, thank you for joining me. I wonder if you could just tell us, you've just sang some great songs, quite a lot about Bitcoin and protests, but if you could take us back and just explain how you discovered Bitcoin and your love of it.
Sure. Well, to me, when I first heard about Bitcoin, I didn't understand what it was, and I didn't know why I should care. But once I got a chance to really have a picture painted for me of how cryptocurrencies could change the world, I immediately became hooked, because as an artist, I really want my music to have a positive impact on the world around me, and that's a little bit limited though. And you know, I was very disillusioned with the political process in the United States, but then when you see Bitcoin, it's such an amazing opportunity for people to really change the world in a way that's unstoppable and also neutral. You know, it's something that everybody can access, so of course I was really interested in those kinds of things.
And it's great because Bitcoin finally gives us an alternative, right, to the central banking system. We finally have that alternative. So obviously you're a musician. I think Bitcoin works very well because you can finally now sing about songs that are dear to your heart. You don't have to worry about a record label per se. You sing a lot of protest songs, and I, for one, am very glad of that. The American tradition of protest songs. Was this something you'd always done, or did this come hand in hand with getting into Bitcoin?
Well, I always was very interested in those 60s and 70s songwriters. My mom brainwashed me well when I was younger, and it really inspired me, but I didn't feel that my generation had its own revolution, right? I didn't see, my cohorts were not really politically active. There wasn't really something that we had to fix. But as time went on, and when I found out about the Federal Reserve, it became a lot more clear to me which direction things had to go. So I think that, you know, my interest in helping the world and my interest in music being a part of that were really intertwined, and now I've looped in cryptocurrency with that.
Great, and you've equally released your own coin, Tatiana Coin. I wonder, could you just talk us through? I mean, that's quite a. I mean, am I right in thinking you're not from a technical background? So that's quite a leap of faith, right? You're going to release your own coin. How did you go about doing that?
Well, you know, I'll tell you, I worked on the cryptocurrency with Adam B. Levine from Let's Talk Bitcoin, and he's created a company called Tokenly, which now provides the services in order to help create a coin. And it was quite difficult at first, but I think that, especially for me because I'm not a technical person, but in the end I think it was a really good magic recipe between Adam and I, because Adam is technical, and with my lack of technical expertise I could really cue him in on, I don't know what you're talking about, this is too weird, Grandma's not going to understand this. And so it's been a really wonderful working experience with him. And the way that Tatiana Coin works is that it's a digital gift certificate that you can use in my store at any time. You can purchase the coins, and this way I'm supported by my community and not by a record label. And it also allows you to message with me directly and to get access to different exclusive content and basically create a community that I actually own the relationship. Right now, if you use different social media sites, they own that relationship, and they also own the security of that data and everything, and that's a little funky for me. It's not something that I want to necessarily be a part of. We're in an age where peer-to-peer is truly possible, where we can actually engage directly with our fans, and why not take advantage of that?
And I very much hope that you're the start of what will be a new songwriting, protest songwriting tradition, because as you said before, if people are releasing their own tokens, they don't have to have a record label telling them what they can and can't sing about. I mean, have you seen others coming about, or other artists approaching you to ask you how you went about getting your coin?
Well, a lot of artists are really interested in this, but I wouldn't say that we've done an official public push. So in early 2017, we're going to do a crowd sale, I guess, of some more tokens, and the goal of that will be, sure, yeah, we want to raise money for the album, it's expensive to put out a record, and the initial money that we raised only funded the actual recording of the record versus the promotion and the tour and all the other stuff that goes along with it. But when we do this campaign, it will be sort of the alpha test for people, and we're going to use that as a way to bridge to artists. Instead of telling them about it, we're actually going to be able to show them. And now that we have the opportunity to accept dollars for Tatiana Coin, I think it's going to be a lot easier than the first time around, for sure.
Great, and we're having the stage dismantled behind us if you're seeing people walking around. You shared the stage today with Roman Mandalil from EtherCamp. Was this the first time you'd heard of EtherCamp, and what are your thoughts on it? It
was the first time I heard about EtherCamp, and it was really, really interesting to me. I'm super intrigued by ideas that give more people access to resources. And not all decentralization is a good thing, but I think in this case it's really exciting to see how it's playing out. In general, Ethereum is something that I'm a little bit kind of confused about, but it's getting less confusing as time goes on, and seeing these kinds of the ways that people can interact and seeing how that plays out is really cool for me.
Well, listen, thank you very much for your time tonight. I really appreciate it, and thanks for the songs. They were great tonight. Really appreciate it. Thank you.